Yo, what's up? Subscribe to Hold the Mayo. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube, please do that. Just all you got to do is click subscribe, and then you'll be locked in for every single show that we do after every Saints game. So do me a favor and do that if you haven't already. Also, it's on Spotify and Apple if you don't have time to watch it today, but I'm sure it's going to be a memorable show. Shout out to the good folks at Burkhardt AC. And heating, and generators, and electrical. I'm coming to you cool, calm, and collected. After a Saints loss, it's because I got good AC, and I ain't got nothing to worry about. And if I ever had a problem, I'd call 985-626-7741. Or if I don't feel like talking to nobody, like right now, like I don't want to socialize with nobody, okay, then I would just go to the website, burkhartsad.com. Or if you can't spell Burkhardt, you ain't got it in front of you, go to acpromise.com. Metairie, Chalmette, New Orleans, River Ridge, Kenner, Covington. Doesn't matter where you live at. They're going to come see you, check them out, and think about getting a generator because I know you were sitting in the dark just a couple weeks ago because you're so fucking stubborn. Burkhardt's has got you on that. If we're talking about mayonnaise, I don't know how much we're going to talk about mayonnaise today, but if we're talking about it, buy local. Buy Blue Plate Mayo next time you're in the grocery and you're thinking about going to pick up some tourist mayo. Stop yourself and understand that's the bad move. Make sure that you buy Blue Plate. And I'm about to open up the River Parish Trash Line, of course. It's going to be a hot one. Going to be a lot of opinions. Sure, not everybody's going to agree with everything, but that's the show. It's a fan show. I'm a fan. I'm about to open up the phone line to a bunch of fans. Business stinks. And I don't know if it's picking up. We're just going to figure that out as we go. Also, breaking news. I got Yam Live shirts now on the website, htmsports.com/merch. And I also got the Red Bean League pocket shirts, Red Bean League pocket shirts, htmsports.com/merch. Let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about. The Saints have lost. We no longer undefeated. Spread quarters.
Yeah, what's up, Mayo? So, first thing, the defense is elite. Okay, our defense is the best in the league this year with how many turnovers we forced. Defense played phenomenal. Offense just reverted back to their 2023 version of themselves, you know. And that 2023 offense was an offense that had zero ability to capitalize on opportunities. And our defense and special teams put our offense in incredible field position on 4 separate occasions.
Hey, call me back. Call me back in 2 minutes. Let me fix something real quick. Call me back.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, test me. Let's get this out the way real quick so we ain't got to worry about it. Tell me what's going on with the audio. It just sounds bad. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what's going on. No problem. We're going to fix it right now. Let me know right now. How's it sounding? We're just going to have to go. It's 2 audio signals. We're just going to have to go to the chat, and the chat's just going to have to let me know. Let me know if it gets any better. Real quick. It's still echoing? Sounds like it's coming from another channel. Okay, much better. There we go. Much better. Okay. Now we can get the show going. My bad. The Saints lost. You got to expect this shit. Spread quarters.
Hey, Devin. The check engine light came on and the car broke down today. I've been saying since last season that if Derek Carr don't have 10 seconds in the pocket and no pressure, he cannot throw the ball, which we saw today.
That's it. I know you call about Derek Carr every week, so I know you were waiting for this, but that's all you got to say about it.
No, that's not it. I mean, one thing I'll say is that I think that Taysom Hill and Eric McCoy injuries hurt us, but you got to just get over that kind of stuff there. And I don't know why they would not kick a field goal on 4th and 1 and take the 3 points. 3 turnovers and a block punt. How do you lose a game like this?
Well, the way that they got it positioned, the way that they got it, the narrative's going to be, the O-line, Eric McCoy went out, which is the most significant player. Honestly, it's the most significant Saints player that could go out, right? But, what people forget about is, like, okay, the Eagles were dealing with O-line injuries too. Okay, when Jalen Hurts went into the fourth quarter, he had 250 passing yards. You know how many Derek Carr had? 59. So at some point, we got to understand that these are football players, and they are paid very well. And again, we've always talked about this, and I understand that it wasn't the best circumstances, adversity, blah, 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 but that don't change that Derek Carr threw a shitty ball at the end of the game. That don't change that. It may change. Hey, look, I give it to him on everything else. It was tough. He was facing a lot of adversity, but he still threw a shitty ball in the end. So it wasn't a great game by really anybody. The defense played well, but then they got exposed in the end. It was they let him hang around too long. You can't let this team, the Eagles, hang around too long. Can't let any team hang around that long, and you're not putting up points.
Well, I think their game plan was wrong in this one here by just sending Kamara up the middle too much. I mean, this defensive line of the Eagles is big. It's not like a Dallas line or a Carolina line. And just, we saw that running up the middle wasn't working. You need to be nimble enough to switch and move these things around in order to win. And they just kept doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Worst play calling game of the year. I mean, you got to be a rocket scientist to see that. That was the worst. That looked like Pete Kubiak. Yeah.
Well, let's hope they get the car in the shop and get it fixed for next week.
All right, my brother. Who dat?
All right, who dat?
By the way, because we had some audio problems, just letting y'all know again, this show is presented by Burkhardt AC. Hit them up with anything with AC, heating, generators, 985-626-7741. I'm going to do all my plugs again since my shit was fucked up. Spread quarters.
Shit, bro. Yeah, dog. Goddard didn't hide his way with us for years now. I feel like he's been had our number, right? I'm not tripping, am I?
Yeah, and it's crazy, dude, because, like, they leave him wide-ass open. And I understand what happened. I understand what happened with the defenders running into each other, but I feel like the defender was cooked even before that.
Right, and then we got Goddard. And not only, I don't want to harp too much on how, because we're still early in the season. But at the same time, bro, we got to make adjustments. And I'm talking about like this. We can't have Jamal Williams catching fucking passes, running screens and shit like that. Let's be real. We can't have Jamal Williams. Ain't no receiving back, man.
Bro, I don't know why that's Derek Carr's guy. I saw somebody comment on Twitter today that he was like, yeah, the reason why they went to Jamal Williams is because they wouldn't expect the ball to go to him on a 2-point conversion. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, dude, you watch any tape on the Saints, Derek Carr loves checking down to Jamal Williams. So that can't be the case. Jamal Williams runs like he's in a bathroom. I'm serious.
Yeah, even that shit even shows back in the preseason. We was checking down to Jamal Williams. He could not even a yard.
But even when he runs, like actually runs the ball, he runs like he's in a closet. Like he can't get out of his own way. It's really spectacular.
Yeah, moving his feet, going nowhere, bro.
Dude, I've never seen nothing like it.
But yeah, Dad, bro, that's all I want to say. I'm gonna let everybody else come in. Just entertaining, bro, as usual. I called in a bunch last year. I'm happy to get this shit started, and let's finish this shit off. Man. I'm not gonna let this one win fuck us up, bro.
Let's go, man. Let's beat the Falcons. Take it out on the Falcons.
Yeah, bro. All right, dog. Y'all stay up. Who that, baby?
Yeah, I mean, Jamal Williams just can't get out his own way. It's really frustrating to watch. I gotta be honest. Spread quarters, the River Parish Trash Line. You there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here. Hey, how many yards did we give up to their tight end? 200, 250?
He definitely had a career day. The exact amount of yards, it wound up being 170. 10 receptions, 170 yards.
Yeah, well, didn't they have another a backup tight end that put up some yards against us too?
If the backup tight end's name is Britton Covey, he had one catch for 11 yards. I remember the catch.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I mean, just Dallas Goedert. I mean, that was the only guy that they had left to hurt you. Devontae Smith went out the game after that hit. So that was the only option they had left to hurt you, receiving wise. And dude, every time he ran a route, There was routes that Dallas Goedert ran that they didn't even throw it to him. He was deep down the field. He had Honey Badger, and don't get me wrong, I love Honey Badger. Honey Badger's still getting them turnovers. Honey Badger's still a great player. He had Honey Badger in space. I mean, he really had Honey Badger confused.
I mean, it don't take a rocket science. Even if we would have somehow came away with that win, I mean, it just shows how much work we got to do in certain areas. I mean, they should have easily been beating us, 16-3 at half?
We could have been beaten. We could have been beaten out. We could have been beating them the same. We had a look. The Saints got a lot of gifts, dude. If you watch this game, Nick Sirianni, the Eagles coach, you would have thought he was the Saints coach because some of the decisions he made were in the favor of the Saints. I mean, he made so many of those fourth downs. If anybody had a chance, it was the Saints.
Yeah, 2 turnovers, then basically 2 gifts, and we come away with nothing. You can't do that against a high-powered offense like this. And the Eagles defense played phenomenal.
Right.
You know? The fact we still had a chance was just like it. You know what though? It would have been nice to see us at least drive down there, get close to even having a chance to tie it up. You know, to show that we got perseverance and stuff. You know, that was just a god awful throw. But it seemed like Carr only 1 or 2 times stepped into it and threw like a really good pass. Seemed like he was throwing a lot of weak, just like floater balls that stayed in the air forever, you know?
Yeah.
So,
side note,
we got work to do.
What kind of cigarettes you smoke?
No, man, I just smoke cigars, bro.
Okay.
And I'm kind of addicted to those Zins. No, this raspy voice is from fucking yelling on third downs, bro.
Oh, you in the
Happens
dome?
every time.
You in the dome?
I was in the dome.
How was it?
Yep. It was good. We had we had these seemed like a pretty humble Eagles fan sitting in front of us that was quiet the whole game, but then he was being an asshole when he scored that last touchdown. But it was good.
All right, my brother.
Dome, but you know.
Yeah, who that to you and be safe getting home.
All right, who that?
Yeah. You know, the game started. It was unfortunate right away. McCoy went out in the first drive with a groin injury. And then, of course, you had the CD Deuce late hit on Alvin Kamara. That's how the game started. You know, we'll talk about it more. Spread quarters.
Hey, Devin, it's your girl, Phoebe.
Yo, what's up?
Man, all right. So, first of all, thank you for this show. Thank you for you. Thank your mama, your daddy, whoever. Let me tell y'all something. I hear all these men on here. Where y'all women at?
Good point. And you know what my answer would always be? All they got to do is call.
All they got to do is call. But listen to me. Even if, just like he just said, and I'm going to piggyback off of him, if we would have won the game, look at the point. We got nowhere. Whoever had 0 and 3 for 3 goddamn quarters, I was screaming up in here like, put some goddamn points on the fucking board.
Yeah, it was a snooze fest. It really was. I mean, and then when I went and looked up and I saw the stats, you know, I didn't want to look at Derek Carr's stats. I didn't want to do it, but I did. And I saw 59 passing yards. I mean, I was about to fall asleep. Yeah.
Exactly. But thank y'all. That's all I want to say. Peace out.
All right, my girl. Who that? Yeah, no, women, hey, call in. I love talking to women. Spread quarters.
What's up with you, Mayo? It's Brooks, bro. I tried to call in last week, but I guess the lines were busy. But look, us Saints fans, I mean, everybody calling in, we just need to relax, bro. Just need to relax, take it easy. I wouldn't say take it easy, but just relax. Look, we got a long season ahead of us. You know, I can tell that we missed Taysom Hill today. For sure, I could say that. And, you know, I don't know why we weren't taking more deep shots down the field. But look, I'm going to relax. I ain't going to say too much. But I tried to call in last week about UFC 306, bro. You know, what the hell was going on with that? Like, what was going on with O'Malley?
I'll be real quick because I know people don't want to hear about UFC, even though I love it to
I
death.
know.
I love it to death.
Sure.
O'Malley took the night off. He was not there.
Yep.
That was not Sugar Show. That was not the Sugar Show. That
Right.
was the decaf show. Is what that was.
The shit show. Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was the decaf show. So that was unfortunate.
Right. But look, yeah, no, sure. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let some other people call in. But like I said, I ain't gonna say too much. Who that, baby?
Who that?
All right.
I mean, it was. He's got me thinking about the O'Malley fight because I bet on O'Malley on that fight. Sprite quarters.
What's up, Devin?
Hey, what's up?
Man, why we just ran the ball like every time?
Yeah, I mean, going back to what the last caller just said, I felt like they didn't really let it loose, and you hate to forget about that. You hate for your team to forget that, hey, we had so much success, just letting it loose. Now, I give it to Derek Carr. Even under the adversity, he had a bunch of big throws to Olave that made a difference, especially in the first half. He had a bunch of throws to Olave getting first downs on third down, but it just...
Yeah, them two to Rashid as well.
This is it. This team's not built to not score the whole game like that. You see what I'm saying? And then let the team... So if the Saints only have 3 points and then you let a team score a touchdown in the fourth quarter and Derek Carr's got... I don't care what anybody says. I know Derek Carr's got a good comeback record, I think. I don't know, but I feel like they always talk about it.
He does.
Okay, he don't fit... Not in this offense. You don't want to have Derek Carr playing like he had to play in the fourth quarter this game because that's not going to work out. I mean, you saw it, dude. Like, it's too much adversity with the O-line, with the McCoy being out, and you need Derek Carr to go win you a football game with a minute left. I mean, come on, dude. Like, we've seen enough of this dude to know that, he's a good quarterback, but he ain't no... I'm sorry, bro. He ain't like that guy where you could take out any O-lineman you want. Hey, speaking of Drew Brees, and this just goes to show you how great this dude was. Dude, it didn't matter who got hurt. We never talked about O-lineman getting hurt under the Drew Brees era. Nobody cared. Hey, you need Brian Della Puente to come play? Oh, no fucking problem, dude. Drew Brees doesn't care. It didn't matter. He was going to get the ball out. That's what happened. We're not dealing with that no more. We know that. So whenever a critical O-lineman goes down like Eric McCoy, dude, expect to hear about why the Saints couldn't operate, that being that. And that's it. They're going to say it. They're going to say it till the wheels fall off. Oh, we need protection. The fans are going to say it. Oh, he needs protection. It doesn't matter what happens. Oh, he ain't got protection. Blah, 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 blah. You know what we didn't talk about when Drew Brees was here? That.
Yep. Hey, I was so proud of him today, though. See them pull the Eagles off like that. I mean, it sucks that we couldn't pull it off, but I'll let you catch another caller and all. Appreciate you.
All right, my dude. Who dat? That's all new shit. I'm still getting used to that. We went a long time without anybody ever caring who stepped in at O-line. Now it's like, oh, well, we can't even operate an offense without McCoy. Okay. All right. Okay. Spread quarters.
Yeah, what's up, Mayo? I called in earlier, but just to my point earlier, like I said, the defense played phenomenal. It's just our offense just reverted back to 2023, dude. I mean, just a complete inability to capitalize on any type of opportunity. Our defense had multiple turnovers, multiple first down stops, even had a special teams play that put us, either in the middle of the field or somewhere near the middle of the field, and the Saints couldn't come away with anything. I mean, 3 points in the first drive and then 9 points the whole rest of the game. And I mean, that's what's going to lose you games in this league when you stop a high-powered offense like the Eagles have time and time again, but you just refuse. Sometimes it seems like to put up any type of points. And that's just completely unacceptable and a complete disservice to our defense who played so well to the first 3 quarters. But, you can only ask the D to stand up to so many drives before they eventually break and start giving up some points. So, and I think you were talking about this earlier. Dude, our offense should have had 17 points at least at halftime.
Yeah, just like people say that the Eagles could have had a lot of points. The Saints could have had a lot of points. They got gifted a lot.
The Saints, Yeah, the Eagles were entitled to jack shit that whole game. Our defense was punching them right in the mouth. It's just our offense just couldn't get the ball moving. But yeah, man, I think the main thing was Derek was definitely feeling the pressure today, and our O-line got pushed around, especially after McCoy went down. So just an absolute abysmal loss. But listen, I still think we're a great team. Our defense, as we know, is still elite. And I just think the offense still has those little kinks to work out. You know, that we came back to earth a little bit today, but I think we'll be straight.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the defense, they're gonna do whatever they can until they absolute are like, hey man, look, we've been playing hard all game. You know what I'm saying? And that's how a defense should be.
Zero.
That's how a
there
defense should be.
There was zero on the board for the Eagles. There was zero on the board for the Eagles at halftime, and our defense is looking over at Derek and the offense like, all right, let's go, let's start picking it up. But like I said, I think we'll be straight the rest of the season. I think our offense will find a rhythm again. But love everything you do, Devin, and who dat, baby?
Who dat? I see it in the chat. Drew Brees got a losing record when he attends the Dome, and that's true. I don't remember a game that we won when Drew Brees was there in recent time since he's retired. Shout out to Joe Polito. I see you, brother. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Play calling looks terrible, but it's still who that it is because we still got a winning record. Spread quarters. Yo. Okay. Well, call me back, I guess. I see people in the chat saying my dad's name. Dude, just be better. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be in the chat saying my dad's name. That's ridiculous, dude. Spread quarters.
What's up, Dave?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, rough game today, but, I think as bad as the loss was, I still believe in Kubiak's going to get this offense together. Defense, for the most part, played lights out. Dallas Goedert, for whatever reason, just had our number today. The last score or the last play that led to the score, was kind of fluke. Our defenders collided together, but, I think this is a different thing we've seen, from teams in the past. I think we're going to bounce back and, we're going to bring our A game next week. I feel good about that. But
yeah.
Tough game.
Yeah, and I also, the Bucks loss, which that was a trap game. I should have never bet on that. I knew it right when I placed the bet that I had fucked up. That was a trap game. But the Falcons play the Chiefs, and I got to be honest with you, dude. Something tells me that I'm not saying that they're going to win, but that they're going to be in the game, the Falcons. So I would hate to see the Falcons win tonight after we lose. I'd hate to see it. Me
and you both, it's a bad day whenever the Falcons win, especially on days that the Saints lose. But, those the next two games, as we got on our schedule. So, we'll get to see how they plan out, But like I said, I think the guys are going to get straight after this week. It's always a bad day, tough day when the Saints lose. But I think this group right here is really going to bounce back from this. We got better coaching, good athletes, and, it sucks, but we live.
All right, my brother, who dat?
Who dat, baby?
We're still 2-1. Not a lot of people even thought we'd be 2-1. Landon Grievin, appreciate the super chat, bro. Not gonna overreact. We'll bounce back. Just gotta believe in Kubiak. I agree, man. We got way better coaching than what we have in the past few years. So you gotta see where your problems are to correct them. Spread quarters.
What up, Dad?
Yo.
I'm not gonna lie. Jalen Carter playing like a man possessed with that hurt offensive line, bro.
Wow, with McCoy out, it definitely helps. I know Jalen Turner's a great player. Trust me, I've been high on him since he came out. I think he came out of Pitt, but McCoy's out, so you knew he was gonna eat right away.
Yeah, and look, I'm a sports commentator over here in Atlanta. I'm from Louisiana. You know how much shit I'm gonna have to deal with for these next couple of weeks until we play Atlanta?
Well, anytime if I lived in Atlanta, the first thing I'm letting them know is, hey man, show me a picture of y'all Super Bowl trophy. That's it. That's
You're right.
Conversation ender right there.
I'm in a bad spot right now, but I appreciate you giving me that little tidbit of information.
Yeah, just remind them, because it's easy to forget. We live in a world where people forget what they ate yesterday. So I'm sure that a lot of Falcons fans have forgotten that we've had 100 years of football and they've never won a Super Bowl. So
you're right. Hey, look, Olave had a great game. Got me good fantasy points.
Yeah, can't
take the positives with the negatives, bro.
Exactly. Can't be mad at Chris Olave. He did have a good game.
Hey, on to the next one. Thanks for the call, Dev.
All right, dude. Who that?
Who that?
Dude said he live in Atlanta. They saying the murder rate's going to go up. Fuck, bro. We went how many days? 20 days without a murder? Shit's over with now, bro. Spread quarters.
What's up, Devin?
Yo.
Crazy game, bro. I mean,
what you eating? A bag of jelly
beans?
First
of all, nah, bro. Popeyes. Go to Saints Day.
Okay.
Popeyes, 3-piece spicy red beans and mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Besides the point. Carr, that last fucking throw he threw, we didn't need to do that. All we had to do was keep running the ball. We ran the ball the whole game. It didn't work for us most of the time, but at that point it was. Why didn't we stick with it? Running down the time, all we needed was a fucking field goal.
I mean, they ran it a lot, even when it wasn't even that successful. I mean, Kamara at 26. Remember, we talked about this before. You hate to see Kamara with 26 carries, to be honest with you. You want to see him with 15 to 20. He had 26 for 87 yards. So they were, at some point in that game, if not before it even started, they were like, hey, we're going to run the ball relentlessly, and we're not going to do really anything, deep balls. We're going to do a lot of running, and they were just set on that. They thought that would win the game for them. And all it really did, to be honest with you, was it kept the game close.
It did. And another thing that I saw, man, is when Carr gets under pressure, obviously he sucks. But, I mean, he does not move at all. I mean, there were so many times where he had one defender coming after him in wide open fields from either left or right that he could have ran to, and he just sat there or threw the ball straight down. Yeah. And it made no sense to me. I don't understand that.
Carr's not going to run a lot. So you saw him run this game. He got like a 4-yard gain. I could have went and took a piss. That's how long the 4-yard gain took. So he's not going to.
I took a few pisses.
Those days are over with. He used to have a little that's over with, and he loves whenever he knows that there's a dude coming. Derek Carr is infamous for just throwing it at a motherfucker's ankle.
The car off.
No, he throws it at
he
throws it at a line.
He pulls the fuse on the motherfucker and just lets it fucking cruise to the fucking E-lane.
Yeah, so.
But look, honestly, bro, I feel fucking great about next week, because if it wasn't for Saquon's fucked up position last week with the Falcons, they wouldn't have won. All he would have had to do is catch that ball. And speaking of breaks, Falcons got a million breaks in that game, and the Eagles didn't look nearly as good as they did today. So I feel good about next week. I think if we tighten up and come back, and if we had the opportunity to play the Eagles again in 2-3 weeks' time, I feel like it would be a close game again, but I think we get on top if we came prepared. But look, I'm going to let you get to somebody else, Devin. You have a good day.
All right, dude. Who that?
Who that?
Appreciate the super chats in there. Brian Turner, happy birthday, Dennis Allen. Your birthday's today too, Brian. Trying to call in the lines. If just keep calling, bro. But happy to hear you and Dennis Allen share a birthday. Wish he would have won on his. Spread quarters on yours.
What up, Davis? Twig.
Yo, what's up, Twig?
I think we got to give a big shout out to our defense. We look pretty damn good on defense outside of Dallas Goedert. But offense just looked like they had a big-ass off day today, man.
Yeah,
just no run game.
Yeah, well, yeah, they tried the run game. It just wasn't really working, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I get they got a young, hungry defensive line, but it just looked like our run offense was just not there today.
Really missing Taysom Hill. First time I said it, but really missing Taysom Hill, because you figure Taysom Hill's going to give you what you need to be over 100 yards rushing as a team. It's gonna happen. So, and then there was so many circumstances where Taysom Hill would have got it. He would have got the first down. He would have, whatever you needed. So you really miss Taysom Hill. I don't know what's going on with Taysom Hill's chest, but we need to get him a new one.
Yeah, we definitely need Taysom Hill back, and I hope we don't lose McCoy for their next game, because that was a big detriment that was glaring. Every time we tried to pass the ball, it looked like it just no pass blocking. I don't know. Like, you lose one player, you lose them all, it looked like.
Yeah, but, and look, the Pelicans do this to fans too. They get fans into this comfort zone to where we start using the excuses that they want us to use. And the Saints do it too. So they want us to only talk about how McCoy went out, how that was so unfortunate, how, everything was a disaster. They want us to talk about that. But what they don't want us to talk about is how, and I'm going to say it, Derek Carr getting paid $30 million a year. Make a fucking play.
Yeah, he's got to make a fucking play, bro. Because it looks like he's not taking any real chances, and the chances he took just wasn't great ball.
And I'm not putting this on Derek Carr, but Derek Carr's the quarterback. So when people type to me about, hey, this, and that is why the Saints lost the game, bro, that don't change the fact that in football, the quarterback is the most important position. That'll never change.
Exactly.
Okay, Derek Carr was born, and then as he grew up, he decided, hey, I'm going to play quarterback. Okay? So, and then later on in life, he got signed by the Saints. So now he's the Saints starting quarterback. So when I see 59 yards total passing for a $30 million quarterback going into the fourth quarter, I don't care who the fuck is blocking. Because guess what?
Yeah,
Philly had injuries on the O-line too. But no,
exactly.
we get engraved into this feeling of, oh, you know what? Eric McCoy was out, so hey, we can't play footballs. You know what I'm saying? One guy's out. We can't play football anymore. That's the type of shit we on in 2024. Dude, it's football. You think it's the first time a center went out? You think it's the first time an offensive lineman went out? It happens almost every week. And guess what? Better quarterbacks have made plays. Derek didn't today.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Derek's not going to shine later or whatever. Derek today, very, very little shine from Derek.
Yeah, very little shine and it looked like very little poise to actually be in that pocket and try to make a play, step up, or, he didn't check down as much, but he also didn't make great throws. And then our run game just looked predictable at one point.
It wasn't like the same type of runs.
The same spot.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't the last 2 weeks, and obviously it wasn't. But the play call was not there. But look, with that being said, dude, you could put this game on Kubiak because the play call was weak. You put this game on the offense because the offense didn't make enough plays to take advantage of all the gifts that they got. So
yeah, defense gave them a million fucking chances and great territory and a million stops and turnovers, and I don't know. It just seemed like they just wasn't there to play today. I don't know what they was fucking doing.
All right, my man, who that?
All right, who that, bro? Nice talking to you.
I'm not going to sit here and listen to all this. Oh, wow. I mean, Eric McCoy went out the first drive. You telling me we can't play football after? No. Y'all better go to Cartoon Network with that shit. That's spread quarters.
Mayo.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can explain this to me. I'm not a very educated man on this. But how does it seem like the ratio is almost 50-50 on fans?
50-50 on what?
On fans there at the game. It almost seems like that half the stadium was Eagle fans. Philly
travels really well. I mean, they up there with the Steelers and Green Bay, and they travel really well. So I'm not even surprised by that. And then also keep in mind, this was a snooze fest game for a lot of it. Really, the whole game was a snooze fest. But for most of the game, it was a snooze fest. Dude, people in New Orleans, bro, they off of work, they drinking, they drunk. If it's a snooze fest, they're going to stay at the bar longer. It's just you never know what's really going on with that. I do believe that Saints fans showed up today, but Philly travel's good.
Yeah, but are we selling our own tickets to the Philly fans?
I would have had to see it. I wasn't at this game today, so I would have had to see it to be able to tell you. But that's happened before. Why would they sell it in this game? Why would they sell it to this game, though,
That's what I'm saying. I thought we would the teams are really hot. I thought it almost seemed like those games last year when the team was bad and we had a lot of away fans there taking over the stadium, and now the team's hot. I felt like we'd
and
have
you got to
a
think
really
about
good
it. And Bando Kazooie in the chat, he says it best. Think about it, dude. If we were from any other state, city, whatever, right, and our team was playing the Saints in New Orleans, well, it's like an opportunity to go to like Amsterdam. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just such a wild. Anybody that's ever come to New Orleans from out that doesn't live here, like they look at it like coming to Amsterdam, bro. They look at it like, dude, we about to like forget our responsibilities for however many days. So everybody's coming when they get the chance.
Yeah, I just think that was a big factor in the game, honestly.
Damn.
Like, it's not the reason we lost, obviously. But
I would have had to hear it. I would have had to hear it, see it, and I just didn't get to today.
No, it was definitely. I mean, I guess it wasn't shown as well on the TV, but it was loud when it shouldn't have been.
All right, my brother, who that?
Yeah, who that?
Let me get to some of these super chats while we're waiting. Nurse Theo. I said her name wrong again. Thank you. Appreciate it, my girl. Derek Shaheed had his hands on 2 touchdown passes. They were contested, but we had to make those plays. Yeah, he usually kind of does, too. That sucked. Derek, appreciate it. Spread quarters.
Yo, what up, Dad? It's Dave, man.
Yo, what's up?
Brother, an interception, a fumble, a blocked punt. What we did with them things?
Yeah, I mean, not a lot.
We ain't did shit.
Even after the blocked punt, I don't think we wound up getting points, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, bro.
Gleason, the spirit of Gleason got into JT Gray and he blocked the punt. And we still couldn't win the game.
And bro, he was there, and we couldn't finish it. We couldn't do it. We couldn't do it.
All right, man.
I don't know, bro.
Who that? Like, out of any location, I'm still talking about going to New Orleans as another team. Like, out of any location, like, if my team was playing New Orleans, I would beat it. I would have been to New Orleans. Spread quarters. Yo.
Hello? Yo, Dev, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. What's happening?
Hey, man, I mean, of course, the offensive line thing for me, it's not an excuse. You still got to play. But it was screwed up that Patrick had to go center, so basically you got 2 positions that are against a good defensive line. I mean, that's just part of it. It probably would have struggled anyway. But, man, we got to get some better tight end play, huh?
Yeah, for whatever reason, our tight ends, who I think are talented, I think that Jawan Johnson's talent. First of all, Jawan Johnson, what is going on?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Like, dude, I've seen games where this dude, like, you couldn't stop him. You know what I'm saying? 2 touchdown games, end of the year last year. He must still be hurt. I don't know what's going on.
He's got to be. Because this is a game, you saw what Philly did. When you got against a good defense, you got to get that middle big guy. You got to hit him.
But that's why in the offseason, dude, the only play I even talked about the Saints drafting was Brock Bowers. And I know we didn't get the opportunity because he wound up going a pick before us. But, dude, listen.
Yes.
That's the only guy that I envisioned the Saints drafting. I know that we needed Fuaga, hindsight's whatever, right?
Yeah.
The reason why I was so big on Bowers is because, first of all, he's a freak and he's going to be worth it. And we needed a tight end.
And a game like today, when you've got pressure like out your ass, look, Philly used it. You got to have that big guy that you can dump it to, and he can break some. I mean, look at what happened against us.
Especially a game like today where Carr didn't, and Kubiak, I guess, too. Like, they didn't want to go deep that much. They didn't want to take big shots. A lot of it was over the middle. A game like that, you need a good tight end.
I think that was a big missing thing that we saw today. I mean, Bowers is great. I knew he was going to be great.
Bowers is a number 2 tight end. Bowers is a number 2 ranked tight end in my fantasy football app. So he's
done great. He's done great. But that's just what I felt. Like, that's what I saw today. That we really, because I mean, look, you can't fault Olave. I mean, Shaheed. He catches one of those 2 balls. It's a different game.
I definitely think we should have took the 3 points. I mean, I know I thought Kamara got that first down, but they didn't even really. It was just a bad spot, and I guess they decided not to challenge it.
And that's another thing. The refs and the commentators, they got the same vision. They got the same vision. First of all, Greg Olsen, this guy, I respected this guy. I thought he had a great career. I thought he played the game right, et cetera, et cetera. This guy doesn't have eyes because
he was horrible today.
Dude, Greg Olsen was missing so much, bro. Like for instance, on the CD Deuce play where Shaheed caught the ball and they didn't call it a catch. It should have been a catch. This is in the beginning of the game. It should have been a catch. It was a clear catch, and then CD Deuce came and jumped on the ball after, tried to make it look like Greg Olsen's in there talking about, oh, that's a pick. That's a pick. What are you watching, dude? The Kamara play when he got a first down. Dude, y'all are showing a line that shows first down. The ball is crossing it, and you're telling me it's not a first down.
What happened on that Devontae Smith when they knocked his ass out? The ball looked like it came out.
It did.
And they didn't even address it.
It did come out. They called it for. I'm a little less. That one was the least for me because I understand forward progress. I'm just
talking about the announcing, the whole coverage is what I mean. That they didn't even address that.
They were glazing. They were glazing. They were sucking the Eagles' little bird nuts.
Bad. I mean, they both were. I mean, Olsen was. I kept thinking to myself, this is why you got fucking replaced by Brady.
Yeah, it was a disgrace. I'm serious. The commentating I could really talk about a long time. It was horrible. It was horrible.
I wish I could have had New Orleans broadcast, but I'm in San Antonio. I can't. I had to listen to them. I didn't really have a chance to put on the radio, but that's one of those. I don't want to hear those assholes. Anyway, man, it was tough, but you know what? I'm still upbeat. 2-1. We were 2-1 last year, but I feel better about this team. Last year's team would have really botched this game up even further than this. We would have lost 20.
Absolutely.
We would have lost like 24 or something.
Now,
so I'm good.
All right. Who that, bro?
Hey,
now we'll say this does remind me of the Tampa game after we were 2-0 last year. Went and played Tampa at home, and we couldn't score no points and shit. Kind of reminds me of that. But you can still tell we a better coached team, but it just didn't. We had to get some adverse so we can make the correction. Kubiak had to see it, and now he sees it. He's gonna make the correction. Spread quarters.
Who that? I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I think the only thing the offensive line did right today was show up at the fucking Superdome.
Yeah,
I mean, Derek Carr made every throw on his back foot under pressure. It's like, did we watch the wrong game?
Wait, what you mean? What you mean Derek Carr made every throw under pressure?
It seemed like he was running back under pressure. The offensive line was pushing back. He just seemed out of place.
He was feeling it for sure. He didn't make every throw though, because he just didn't, right? He just didn't.
The run game wasn't there. That seemed like that threw everything out of proportion today. It was hard to watch. It's like, is this the same team?
We'll be all right. You'll be all right. Cheer up.
I'm ready. Look, you ever hit a pothole in your car and you go get alignment that feels like a brand new car? That's next week.
Okay. I like that. Yeah.
Let's keep it going. Do a little maintenance and we'll be all right.
Yeah, bring it in. Just let him do a 10-point inspection.
Right, exactly. Especially before Atlanta, because, those two games every year you don't want to lose.
Right. All right, my brother.
It's more of a pride thing,
No doubt, bro. I got that pride. Same pride you got. I'm ready to cook some dirty birds. The Eagles, we would love to eat them, but that's like eating lobster. You know what I'm saying? We don't really even like lobster. It's okay. You like seeing them in the tanks at Winn-Dixie. You like seeing them swimming, but we're not going to go buy them because we don't really want to. You know what I'm saying? The Falcons, that's the birds we like to eat.
Oh, yeah. It don't matter how you do it. Smoked, grilled, boiled, whatever you want to do.
Right. All right.
Well, let's do it next week.
All right, we'll do it then. That's a date. Who dat?
Thank you. Who dat?
I got to grab a beer. Spread quarters.
Yo, what is this, Halloween, bro? Got a Pete Carmichael mask gonna take you back, you know what I'm saying? Damn.
Man, what you call that, man? Cute.
You beg, I'm fucking on this bourbon, man. You know what I mean? I'm fucking drunk on this damn team. It got me in a heartbreak, bro.
No, it's heartbreaking, but it's heartbreaking how you said Kubiak. I don't even know how you said that. You sound like you
Oh,
said Colada
shit,
Pain.
man. You know, damn, bro. I'm saying, bro, look, you gonna run Camaro 45 fucking times or whatever, however much they run them, bro. You ain't gotta do no fucking tight ends or nothing like that. You know, you ain't got no mid-game ball throw. Man, what the hell from last week?
Yeah, it's just a different game. Whole different game. It really was.
A whole different game, man. Hey, rip that mask off, bro. Now play some damn football. That's all I gotta say, bro.
All right,
Take care. Who that?
Who that?
Football.
Spread
That's all I
quarters.
gotta say.
Hey, I think the Saints. I don't know. It was a rough game, but I feel confident for next week if we can get Taysom healthy and McCoy healthy. That was really the only problems that I saw, and I'm glad that the refs didn't decide the game. If Derek Carr was going to be the problem with the interception at the end, I don't know, but I'd rather take that than a bad ref call.
Okay, I guess if you look at it like that, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I would have rather Derek Carr get us in position to at least kick the field goal to tie the game.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, when people talk about, oh, hey, McCoy was missing, the O-line was down, blah, 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 people be thinking like we asking a lot. We're not asking a lot. We're asking a guy that's been in the league for 11 years to get us in the field goal range. We're not asking a lot. We don't need him to go get a touchdown. Get us in the field goal range. We're asking the bare minimum. We getting the ball at the 50. Okay, well, get us into the end zone. You only got to go 50 yards.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, we're paying him $30 million. The least he could do is something.
See, and that's where. And look, I get it. It's only one loss. I'm not mad at Derek. Whatever, right? But that's where I've always said what I've said about Derek is, where is the extra value? Like, we understand what we signed up for, what we paid for. We know if the O-line isn't perfect that, you know, we can't play football. But do you have any extra perks in the purchase?
Yeah, I mean, even with the results the first two games this season, I don't know if paying him that much is still worth it. Like, as of right now, I would still rather not. Which I don't know what other option would have been, but like maybe we would have tried to draft.
Well, the other option would have been Baker Mayfield. And honestly, I think you'd probably be in the same kind of situation. Now, Baker's a little more competitive and, like, I don't know if I'd say smarter. I don't know, but I think it's about what and what. But the pay would have been way lower before you had to pay.
Yeah, I didn't even think about Baker.
That's just if we talking about it. We just lost one time. That's just if we talking about the subject. That's all.
Oh yeah, and I'm not tripping over one loss, but because I like I said, with if McCoy's okay, if McCoy plays next week and Taysom plays next week, like as long as we're healthy, we will succeed.
Well, hopefully for sure McCoy too. That's so big. So like it's such a groin injury. So I don't know. Well, guess we'll see.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man. Have a good day.
All right. Who dat? Thank you. Thank you, Lee. Lee Dakin, we good, man. We played a tough team. Good team. Yeah, people are hard on the Eagles. They are a good team. Spread quarters.
Mayo.
Yo.
It's roast beef Ron, brother.
Oh, wow. Roast beef Ron. Amen.
Amen, brother. You know, I know you're hurting. I know the whole city's hurting. Brother, obviously, old roast beef is hurting. Okay? I don't want to get into the game today unless you want to. But here's what concerns me. Okay? May I?
Yeah, go ahead. Take the mic.
Thank you, brother. You know, we're 2-1. We're first place in the NFC South, Mayo. Okay? The good book says, as surely as sparks fly upwards, you will have trouble in this life. Okay?
Is that a plane going over your head? Is that a plane going over your head?
Yes, brother.
Amen.
Okay? Let me say this. Okay? We need to be able to handle adversity as a city, which I know we're quite capable of. Okay? It's not time to turn and say Derek Carr is not the man. Our defense played phenomenal today. Okay, we left a few plays on the table. No one's questioning that. Okay, but this is the damn NFL. Okay, we're not going to just roll the ball out there and score 45 points a game. Okay, we need to come together, take a deep breath. City of New Orleans. Okay, let's not murder anybody. Everybody just chill. Okay. We are right where we are, and we're right where we're supposed to be. Let's get ready for next week. It's time to turn the page. I love y'all. I love you, Mayo. Okay? We're down, but we're not out. Let's keep fighting. Roast beef Ron, out.
Amen, roast beef Ron. Thank you for that, roast beef Ron. Whenever we just all over the place, you seem to get us in. You get us in one room. You get us in one room. It's always powerful. Roast beef Ron. Spread quarters.
Yeah, I'm live.
Yeah, you live. Roast beef Ron just called. It's crazy transition.
I'm live.
Yeah.
I can't fucking stand fucking Nick Sirianni. I hate that motherfucker. And his fat fucking security guard with the big dime. What the fuck he needs somebody following him around all the time, huh? What's fat fucking dime got to be up Sirianni's ass? He can't even fart without that motherfucker behind him. I mean, you think Sirianni can even fucking shower without his fucking ass up him fucking 24/7? I mean, fuck. They'd probably keep a couple fucking Philly cheesesteaks in the fucking bowl bag just in case that fat fuck gets hungry. I mean, look, last week that motherfucker Sirianni blew my 5 points 3 fucking times at that no good motherfucker. This week I bet Carr's phony ass and Sirianni pulls this shit out of his ass. I mean, you know, I don't care what anybody said about the defense. They were fucking incredible. I was hoping the Porters Punishers were gonna get fucking Sirianni's bitch ass fired today. That piece of shit. Derek, I mean, what the fuck, man? After Dallas, you gave me a fucking exorcism. You converted me. After today, I'm starting to sin again. I'm starting to feel a little fucking demonic today. You know, I'm having flashbacks, Derek. I'm having nightmares. I'm having a little PTSD. I feel like I just saw the first 10 minutes of a fucking horror movie today, man. I mean, there goes the murder rate, Derek. Look, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You are a brand new Corvette off the fucking showroom floor. Fuck. They repoed that motherfucker today. We look like a fucking 03 Corolla with no insurance, busted taillight, no air condition. Got the donut on the fucking tire with cigarette ashes all over the motherfucker. I mean, look, I'm going to give you a pass today, Derek. I know McCoy and Taysom out, but your ass better fucking handle business against them funky-ass Falcons, motherfucker. If not, it's going to get ugly.
Hey, yo, look, I got I'm live shirts on the shop. HTMsports.com/merch. I'm live shirts. They just dropped. I sneakily dropped him, put him on the page the other night just to see how loyal people were to this motherfucker. And yeah, he sold a good bit. Sprite quarters. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah. Hey, I see you doing your ad right now. We live?
Yeah, we good. Yeah, we good.
Yeah, I mean, a lot to unpack here after today. I can tell you one thing, very upset with the loss. With all the build up all this week, you got Derek Carr sitting over there in the Metairie bar, which that was already a bad sign pregame.
Hold on. What you mean? I never heard about Derek Carr in the Metairie bar.
Yeah, the Fox pregame. They was interviewing that boy at the Metairie bar, the bar car specifically.
Oh, okay. That was I was wondering where they were at because it looked like in the picture they were at like Mother's or something, but they were at a Metairie bar.
They was at a Metairie bar, man. That already jinxed us. You know what I mean?
Derek Carr's on that old Metairie Road shit. I've been hearing a lot about Derek Carr popping up at like places on Metairie Road.
Yeah, I mean that's the one right there, off Causeway and Old Metairie Road, right? So, neither here nor there. There's a lot to unpack with today. I mean, we could talk about the injuries, right? It's very apparent that the center of our line, when our center went out, not having Taysom Hill, having Jawan Johnson or Foster. Look, hey, hats off to Foster for what he's overcome in his personal life. But him out there, I mean, you might as well call him Foster Massive back. That boy was on his back every time he tried to do a run block. It was not a good look. There's a lot to look forward to with this game. You know what I mean? Like, we got a good future, I think. But the problem is that we sitting here with Derek Carr. You got 2 minutes left in the game. You got one quarterback who his team has given up multiple turnovers, block punt. You're on the road, hostile environment, hottest offense in the league, really. And you just sitting there with a minute. You say, "Hey, I need to get a touchdown, get the lead," and he does it. Now, ours, we go back. We got the same opportunity. Minute left, timeout, on home. All you need is a freaking field goal. Can't do it.
Yeah, and that's the problem. That's what my problem was with the pass. I understand the O-line ain't good and you're getting rushed. I get it. You ain't got to throw that ball. You could have look, Derek Carr loved to throw the ball at a motherfucker's ankles. Like when he ain't got a good player, throw it at their ankles, throw it to the popcorn man. He could have did all that. He didn't have to throw that ball. That ball was that was an uncharacteristic ball of what we want the character to be. That's the best way I can put it, right? You shouldn't have thrown that ball. The drive before, you had the corner throw in the end zone to Olave. That was a great drive. You overcame the Trevor Pennon penalty where he blocked fucking Darius Slade of Poydras Street. Holy shit. I've never seen a motherfucker want to block so much than Trevor Pennon did. Like they overcame that, got the touchdown to Olave. So it looked like Derek Carr was primed for, hey, you give Derek Carr a minute, you know what I'm saying, he'll go get you in position. Here's the thing. The great quarterbacks, if all they need is a field goal, the good quarterbacks, if all they need is to get in field goal range with a minute, that's like 10 minutes to them, dude. They get that all the time. So that you didn't need to throw that ball, and that's why people talk about you like they do. I'm just being honest. It's stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 weeks, in my personal circle, I was like, man, he ain't Derek Carr, that's Derek Bentley now. He was doing the damn thing. But now, I mean, he's back on the used car lot. Got 100,000 miles, BMW. You go buy it your own risk. Heavy maintenance on that thing.
Will not be.
People don't have to.
Won't get a warranty. Won't get a warranty on it. None of it.
Definitely ain't certified. I can tell you that. But the problem with Derek Carr is like, look, I mean, at one point, yes, we had our line out. Taysom Hill, he showed his value in spades today, right? Just picking up those run blocks, setting the edge, what have you. Alvin Kamara can only do so much. What the hell is going on with Jamal Williams? He was so good in Detroit.
Listen, I said it earlier. Jamal Williams looked like every time he get the ball, he runs like he's in a bathroom and can't get out the bathroom. That's literally what he runs like. I don't understand it. Tom, and the thing is with running backs, sometimes when Tom hits you, it hits you quick. And it makes you look like Charles Barkley in Space Jam. You see what I'm saying? It takes your talent out of you right away. It's quickest position ever, running back. So maybe we got him when that kind of hit him, because from everything I see here, whatever, he's a hard worker, all that. You know what I'm saying? Great at practice, all that stuff. But he cannot run out his own way.
I mean, at the end of the day, again, we could talk about our injuries. We could look at their injuries. You could talk about how Trevor Penning, that's a whole nother conversation about, if you ever wondered, hey, do the players really listen to the media and what the fans say? It's obvious. You know what I mean? Like, everybody talking about this dude softer than a pudding pop, Bill Cosby style. But look at this dude. This dude, like, trying to be a mauler and getting all these personal fouls, pushing people around. I mean, good for the dude. I'm glad he's not a complete bust just yet. But he got to have a little bit of, like, sense on his head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'll take that block out of bounds, especially considering we scored. And I know it's hindsight, but I'll take that block out of bounds any day. We need to see that from Penning, to be honest with you. And we always knew that Penning had that mean, crazy, angry streak. Like he blocking that dude like he ain't even got no eyes. Penning blocking like he ain't even got no eyeballs. He's just blocking. And you know what? For a guy that people talked about so disrespectfully the entire offseason, hey, I'll take that. Fuck it. I mean, if that's what you're giving me, well, at least we'll it won't happen again, hopefully, but we'll move on from it knowing, hey, you block a motherfucker to Poydras Street.
Yeah, I mean, he doing it, no doubt. The biggest takeaway that I saw at the end, though, again, we had injuries, they had injuries. I mean, hell, your boy looking for the Eagles, he was down to just a tight end and a running back.
Yeah.
His top two wide.
And guess what? The tight end and the running back both ate. Because everything changed, obviously, when Saquon had the 65-yard touchdown. And from that, it was, and by the way, got it, shout out to Honey Badger for getting the interception in the red zone. That was a big play. But Goddard gave them safeties trouble the entire game. I mean, they could not follow where he was going. I mean, this guy's an 86 speed on Madden, It's not this guy ain't got burners, but he's got some speed on him. He was cooking everybody.
Yeah. It's good to see that Matthew out there really kind of doing his thing, because last year wasn't looking so good. At least he's like trying to make some tackles. He's definitely getting the picks. So good to see the Honey Badger back in his element. But overall tackling, look, defense did solid. Takeaways, you're stopping them on fourth down. A lot of good things. But these just lasted 2 big runs, right? You got Amoro got out. You got freaking Saquon got out. And then you got some, just like you had a tackle like early in like the third or fourth quarter where they was down there. It was third down. You had him, contact.
Alante.
But you let him get away.
That was the Alante tackle, I think.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, it's hard to really like critique him because that boy.
No, I'm gonna critique him. He's a great sacker. Motherfucker ain't making tackles. That I'll critique him this game. At least this game, he's great at getting sacks, but he missed some open tackles for sure. I mean, he'd tell you that.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Just overall frustrating game, man. I mean, I know I've been taking your time up enough, but just overall frustrating. Hear the media talk all this stuff about the team this week. You know we don't want to build in the height. You got Derek Carr, the Metairie Bar, and just we fell flat, man. We got to come out with 2 wins. We got to beat Atlanta. We got to beat them motherfucking Chiefs, bro. Just got to do it.
All right, my man. Who that?
Take care. Who that?
Spread quarters.
Hey man, this is Lee, first time caller, man. Long time listener. I don't think we have anything to complain about with this defense. I think the offense is really they have a little bit left to leave out there, but I think the defense did their part today.
Yeah, the defense just was in one of them situations where, hey, bro, we played so good for so long, and it's like, man, y'all going to do anything? And we've seen that before with Saints. Saints defense been a great defense for years. So we've seen this before where it's like, oh, man, like you can even feel it as a fan. You're like, is the offense going to help these guys out? That's where we were today.
Man, the time of possession at the end of the half was ridiculous. I mean, we had to help them on offense. We did not at all today.
Yeah, and they had to do just. We're not asking a lot. We just needed something, and the play calling just really took a bad turn today, and it just couldn't recover. They were. Just,
I couldn't agree.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more, man. I could not agree more. Man, I love what you do. Long time listener, man. You keep doing what you're doing. I'm a lock on and listen.
All right, man. Take care. Who dat?
Who dat, baby?
Yo, shout out to my boy Estrad in the chat. Estrad, I've been knowing Estrad for what feels like an entire lifetime. So shout out to that dude. Spur quarters.
Oh my gosh! Finally.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, Devin?
I'm doing all right. Appreciate you hanging in there, man. Sometimes it's like old B97, Q93 when you used to have to call in, just keep calling. That's how this shit is.
Honestly, I'm glad it was a little bit of a wait. Gave me a chance to get a smoke in and gave me a little time to think about it all. And honestly, I'm not too mad. All right. Our defense played outstanding. I think our defense might be the best in the league right now. Like, I can't ask for a better game from defense.
Yeah, they gave up only 15 points. I mean, and the real score was at the end of the game, the 65-yard touchdown. Yeah, I mean, come on, bro. We've watched bad defenses. I mean, we watched LSU on Saturday. Trust me, we see bad defense. The Saints is not a bad defense. They just a defense that they got tired, dude. Like, they got to where they had did too much, and there wasn't enough being reciprocated.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're out there, especially when you're taking to time of possession, holding the Eagles to 15 and having that stat lineup, you should definitely win that game. I don't care how you fold it. You need to win that game. But we just had a lot of things go wrong for us today. Like, we could have won that game a lot of different ways.
Now, if we go beat the Falcons, we 3-1, and guess what? We feeling real good. So that's what's cool about this situation where, and I know we've been here before. We were 2-0 last year, so we've been here before. You got to pray that these dudes do not. I don't care who's playing O-line. I don't care if Taysom Hill is playing or if Jason Hill is playing. I don't give a fuck. But you have to come out next week more loose, more willing to take chances, more willing to throw the ball in different spots, all that. And guess what? You know your O-line's bad. You know that if McCoy's not there, you know it's going to be a fucking crapshoot to get the ball. Just get the ball out quick. Practice it all week. All week. Practice it, dude.
I just feel like the Washington game last week taught us nothing. Kick the field goal every time. Like, get the points up on the board. Injuries are going to happen. Like,
But, there's also situations where I feel like, I think one of the drives in the beginning of the game, we were on the 40-yard line. Anyway, it would have been a 60-yard field goal, and they chose to punt. I think I wrote it down. They chose to punt. Like, do we have to not, like, at what point, I mean, Blake Grupe's been here 2 years. At what point are we just like, hey, go try a 60-yard field goal?
Like, I literally watched that, and I looked, and I was like, okay, maybe we want to pin them deep, but that might come to bite us in the ass. And look what happened.
I mean, I get it, the defense, and I get it. You got a guy, Dennis Allen, who's the head coach. I mean, like, he believes in the defense. He's a defensive mind. And I get it, but dude, we in a low-scoring game. Every point matters. Fuck it,
every point.
Fuck it, dude. Why not? I mean, can Groupie hit from 60?
I feel like he's made that before.
So, I mean, I don't think any NFL team has a kicker on their roster to where they wouldn't try it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't make a 60-yard field goal or not make it. If you can't attempt a 60-yard field goal in the 2024 NFL, then what are we doing?
I just feel like Dennis Allen fell into Nick Sirianni's trap. Like, he was going for it on fourth down, so I feel like Dennis Allen felt like he had to too. And that's not the case. Just put points on the board, especially when you see the refs not giving us anything. Like that sliding catch with Shaheed, that could have been a catch. And then they gave us a horrible spot on that 4th and 1 with Kamara. Like,
I see
They would
NO
just
who
called
that.
it
I
with
see
the
NO.
forward
I
progress.
see NO who that in the chat. Why are people blaming the defense, bro? I don't know what show this dude's watching.
I don't know. We're not blaming. Like, the defense couldn't have played a better game.
Yeah, nobody's blame. I don't think anybody on the planet is blaming the defense. So you might want to hit your TV, hit it on the side.
Right.
All right, dude.
I don't know what more the defense can do.
Yeah, you're right. Who that?
All right, real quick, at the end of the day, we took the loss early. We got things we can learn from, a couple miscues. Now we're going to Atlanta with some fire under us, and I'd much rather lose to Philly early, see them get in the NFC Championship, than lose to Atlanta. Walk in their trap, take over their trap. Who that, baby?
Who that? Yeah, I definitely, went on my boy Jono's podcast, and we went through all the games and talked about it. I had us winning the first two and losing to Philly. So, Spur quarters. Yo.
Yeah, I'm live.
We're going to cut that out. Y'all got to have more pride in yourself. Have more pride in yourself. You walk past somebody on earth, you could tell them any type of way. You could tell them, hey, whatever. But don't use the most popular call as shit. I mean, come on, bro. That's spread quarters.
Yo, spread quarters. How about you, man?
Yo, what's happening?
Hey, I just wanted to let you know that's the Saints way. We go out there, we find a way to lose. That's terrible. But I tell you what, Eagles did what Darren Sharper would do. They came to the Superdome and they raped us. Huge Saints fan. Not a good day.
Well, you sick and you need to go see a doctor. Gross. Groupie longest field goal, 57 yards. So, I mean, come on. Let him try a 60. Let him grow. Spread quarters. He need to grow. Spread quarters.
Hey, man, I'm not trying to be too pessimistic about this shit, but I got a question for you.
What you got?
Man, I'm wondering, to me, man, all of this shit it makes it tougher because I don't know, like, the future plan of this team. You know what I mean? Like, all of this stuff that happens, man. I mean, it's great that we went 2-0 and all of that shit, but it just makes me wonder, bro, like, for the future, how the fuck do we, what are we actually doing? You know what I mean? We have an old team, and I just don't know.
Let me ask you this. I don't mean to cut you off. Let me ask you this.
No, you good.
What is it about? Because I'm going to be honest. I'm relatable with Saints fans on a lot of shit. Like, literally, like, we think alike on, like, a lot. Like, because we watch the same game. We all go through the same pain. What is it? One thing I can't relate with is when the Saints lose, I notice that there's a good margin of people that start talking about the future. And I just never do. I've never been, and maybe it's because even in my own life, I'm not a very, like, future type person. I'm very, like, every day, in the moment, whatever this day's got for me, I got to figure it out, blah, blah, blah. I've noticed that when we lose, because we're 2-1, that people start talking about, well, what's the future like? What is it like? What do you mean by that?
Well, man, basically, and it ain't like I'm jumping off a cliff after this game or nothing like that, but really all I mean is just like, man, you look at the team and a lot of times, when you got a young quarterback or, young receivers or somebody that you can hang your hat on, dude, I don't see that with this team. Like Olave, but it's just, man, like I say, just week to week, it's really tough for me to get excited about something because I don't know what it's going to look like, man. It always, like, you go from scoring, almost 50 points against the fucking Cowboys to this, like you said, I mean, 59 yards going into the fourth quarter. It's just like, you just never know what you're going to get with these motherfuckers. And
it's true.
It just makes it tough. That's all I mean. I like I said, I ain't jumping off a cliff about this. I still love this thing.
And you know what? They are devoted to that. And it's not just with Derek Carr, but, think about it. Like, this roster don't have, like, crazy names that stand out or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not anything like that. Yeah. Like, this is a roster that would need to buy into whatever the Kubiak formula or Dennis Allen's defense, and they need to perfect it for them to be a great team. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you on.
I agree.
I feel you on. Okay, hey, we go from winning against the Cowgirls, beating the shit out of them, to this dude's got 59 yards and going into the fourth quarter. Like,
yeah, man, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
that shit is frustrating.
Yeah, and you know what? What's crazy about it is the fans and the people, I guess you call them optimists, and you know what? I want people to be happy about the Saints, but they're going to tell you that, oh, well, McCoy went out the first drive, so that's why.
Yeah.
There's no way that
I already see people on Twitter saying that shit.
There's no way that justifies, like, okay, if he only had 175, 150 yards, 125 yards passing, then we could be like, okay, well, you know, he was missing McCoy today, blah, blah, blah. They'd be like saying that shit. This dude had 59 yards passing going into the full court, talking about, oh, McCoy been out, so that's why. No. This guy's been in the league 11 years.
Yeah, man, that's really what I mean. And like I say, it's not that I think we're going to be dog shit or nothing for the rest of the season. It's just like I just never know what the fuck I'm going to wake up to on a Sunday, man. And that's really, it's just kind of tough. And that's what I mean whenever I'm talking about a plan for the future, bro. It's kind of tough to get excited about it sometimes when you don't know, you know, what team is going to fucking show up every week. And that kind of, it's just annoying, man. It really is.
It is.
But hey, man, I'm a first time caller. I'm from around Biloxi. Anyway, I just wanted to say I love the show, man, and I hope you have a great day.
Yeah, much love, man. Who dat? Take care.
Absolutely, bro. Who dat?
Yeah, that's all it is like, dude, just, hey, MMM504 in the chat. Carr got to be better under pressure, period. That's all it is. You tapped out on 4 plays through that the tight end's ankles. Okay, maybe 2 or maybe one of them 4 plays, you could have just went somewhere else with it. Spread quarters.
Bruh, can we talk about this?
Yeah.
First of all, give my boy a smash on that like. You heard me? Smash that fucking like. First of all. Devin.
Yeah.
What are we doing, man? Why can't he sit on the ball? You got a whole minute. And you can't sit on the ball, bruh. What is he doing?
What do you mean sit on the? You said sit on the ball?
Rather than give it away.
Oh yeah.
59 seconds left.
Yeah. You could have just. You didn't have to go that far out on the throw. Yeah.
Why? He forced it. He didn't have to force it. And let me tell you something real quick. We're gonna get back to this. I'm at fucking Hooters in Metairie. I've dialed 90 times. Last week I tried to dial 187 times. Couldn't get in. Love the show. Keep it up. Well, what are we talking about here? You can't sit on the ball. You got to give it away. You got a minute to work the field. You give it away.
No, it was a tragedy.
It is a tragedy. I get tickets to go to the Dome. I'm at the game. I ain't never going to the game again. The last 2 games, they blow it out. I go today and they do the thing they did. What is that?
You went to Hooters in Metairie after.
I didn't win. I'm here, man. I've been dialing 90 times, ignoring my friends, trying to get to you, bro. I'm just trying to holler at you. See what the fuck.
I appreciate it, but you capped off. You lost at Hooters in Metairie.
Yeah, I'm at Hooters in Metairie.
All right. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. The Metairie one is, you know, it's a nice establishment. You know. I remember when Hooters really was popping. You know, when Big Daddy had came out.
Yeah.
Back in the yeah. Big Daddy came out and his ex-old lady worked at Hooters. Bro, at that time, everybody was at Hooters, bro. As a kid, just to get into Hooters, man, that was like whacking off for the first time, bro. Like, you had to try Hooters. You had to get in there as a kid.
Did you sit on your hand, though? Did you sit on your hand?
Yeah, and I just remember,
sit on the hand.
I remember just looking at, you know, it was the first time I really got to, like, wow, man, that, you know, that's some big titties, you know? Hooters.
You got to do a podcast from Hooters. That's the way to do. Big titties, Hooters.
Yeah, but Hooters didn't keep the standard, bro. Let's just keep it. We'll leave it at that. They didn't keep, you know what I'm saying? The quality.
Well, that's the Pound Me Too movement, bro.
Yeah, but the quality, trust me, bro. Back in the day, dude, everybody looked like Veronica Vaughn at Hooters, dude. It was fucking crazy.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right. You're right.
All right,
You
dude.
went to the game?
No, I didn't. I had to sit this one out. But, hopefully I can get in
So this one's on you, not me, bro. This one's on you.
I'll take the blame. All right, dude. Who that?
Who that, bro?
Yeah, like Hooters in 2024. You know, I don't want to see your text messages. Spread quarters.
What's up, Devin?
Hey, what's up?
Not much, dude. Tough day. I will say a few things. Damn, those Eagles fans come out, bro. I did not expect them to be traveling like that. If you were in the dome, it was fucking loud. I'm not even talking about Saints fans.
Well, what did the Saints really? When you only score a low amount of points, this is just like the Tampa Bay game last year. When you don't score a lot of points, nobody's gonna be excited. I mean, it's just gonna drain you. And in New Orleans, motherfuckers will go to the bar and they won't come back after halftime.
Damn right. And I mean, we had spurts of magic, right? The defense did fantastic today. I will say, I don't think we should be all doom and gloom, right? I'm still in the car. I'm in the fucking Uber, all right? But I think it is unreasonable for us to believe that there ain't going to be a few potholes and pit stops at the gas station along the way to the Super Bowl, right? Like, this ain't the end of the world, all right? Like, we have positives and the stuff we need to work on. At least we know what we got to do, right? Like, we know that, yeah, all right, McCoy got hurt in the beginning, and but that's okay. We got to, like you said earlier, we got to work on getting the ball off quick. We got to adjust and adapt, and let our defense's magic result in points on the board,
Yeah, you got to take advantage of your gifts. Like if Santa brings you a gift, open it. Yeah.
Exactly. Or else you're just slapping him in the face every time you put it in the closet, and don't use it. You re-gift it.
Right. Yeah, you try to give it to somebody else. Yeah, right.
Yeah, the recycle. But like I said, tough day. But hey, the sun's shining. It's a beautiful day out. We didn't come away with the Saints dub, but that's all right. I'm still feeling pretty good. Going into Atlanta next week. I think there's some positives. And I mean, hey, get this. It could be much worse if what we saw and the question we left thinking is, well, where do we improve? I think it's pretty clear what we got to do on the offensive side. So I'll be the half glass full kind of guy and take that optimism moving forward. I think we're still in a good spot and not to lose hope. Rough one today, but hey, that's how it rumbles sometimes.
You're right, brother. All right, dude. Who that? Take care of yourself.
Who that, baby? You too.
Hey, do me a favor. I haven't asked all stream, but I gotta ask. We got 500 some people in the chat. Hey, do me a favor. Like the stream. You got to hit the X on the chat and then hit the like button for me, bro. I'd really appreciate it. Be good looking out because that helps people who aren't here, the motherfuckers who are asleep on this. That helps them see it when they get on YouTube. So that's why I would ask. So I'd greatly appreciate it. Spread quarters.
Devin, put it on me, brother. Put it on me. I took him minus 13.5. I took him. That's my fault. And I ain't got nothing to complain about because I think the team played great. Shaheed dropped a pass. Nobody's going to talk about it. That was a touchdown. But one thing I will complain about, this motherfucker Jamal Williams better not get another target in the season. This motherfucker has the lowest field awareness I have ever seen an NFL player. I don't know what he's doing out there. The only person I complain about being out is Taysom Hill. That's it, brother. Who dat?
Hey, brother, next time you call, don't hit me with the Ja Rule lyrics. He called saying put it on you, and I didn't know what was going on. It's late into the show. I appreciate you calling. I want you to call back. Pick a better intro. That was like if you were a WWE wrestler and they told you to walk out the entrance, you walked out without your pants on. It was weird. Spread quarters.
Hey, what it is, y'all? It's Craig over here, bud. Mississippi, New Orleans. How are y'all living?
Yo, what's up, Craig?
Man, who that, baby? Who that for life?
Who that, man? Who that to the to the casket drops.
Till it drops, big brother. I mean, Lord have mercy. I hope everybody's safe coming out the quarter, bro. They did have a bunch of Eagles fans out there.
Yeah, and God bless them. Like I said, if I would lived in another state and I saw that my team was playing the Saints and I could go to New Orleans, and especially going to New Orleans, don't get me wrong, you're gonna spend some money, but that ain't you're gonna spend more going to New York. You're gonna spend more going to California. It's like going to. But I always said people look at New Orleans like going to Amsterdam. I'm going to Wild Out. I don't have no responsibilities.
What's you supposed to do?
Yeah,
that's what you're supposed to do. They had UCLA fans there too last night. I was on Decatur Street, and I was went to see a punk rock show at Santos, and I was going to give me a little cold drink or whatever down at the corner store. Some fucking Saints fan threw a beer bottle at the Eagles fans, and I was like, "God, I thought they were going to hit me."
Damn.
They were acting up, bro. But anyway, everybody needs to get off the cliff. Everybody needs to get off the bridge, bro. I mean, we're gonna be straight. Defense was. I mean, look at it. It was a defensive game. I mean, what was the score?
It was 15-12.
That's a defensive game. So our defense didn't do too bad. We had some mishaps. Saquon Barkley's a beast. Don't forget that. And with Taysom being out, in my opinion, I mean that frees up AK to do whatever he wants to do. And AK showed up without Taysom. So we got to go see them Dirty Birds. What, in Atlanta next week? They gonna feel the rage, bro.
Yeah, that's
all I got to say, bro. You gotta get together, man.
That's in Atlanta at lunchtime. Next Lord's Day.
Go.
Yeah.
We gotta get up, baby. Who that, bro? I'm gonna call out and leave out.
All right, Craig. Who that?
Y'all be good. Who that?
Hopefully the crime rate stays down. You hate a Saints loss. I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to feel like, I got to do RBN all day. Which I already feel that way because I've done 200. I don't even know how many consecutive, but it's going to be a dreadful Monday. Spread quarters.
Yo, Dev, it's Trev.
Yeah,
how you doing, man?
Doing all right, man.
First thing, I got to apologize to a couple people. I got to apologize to all that. You, my old lady. I won't be eating Gail's Mini. I should have never said that. My bad.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have said that.
I shouldn't have said that. I got more self-respect. I got an old lady that I'm into. I shouldn't have gone there.
What did she say about it? I'm sure she wasn't happy because that's probably a clip I shared.
She thought it was funny, honestly. But okay. I can't do that. I ain't gonna touch old Gail like that. I mean, unless you want to give me a little sweet tickets.
Let's stop talking about it.
All right. Look, I'll get the positives. The music in the Dome was actually pretty good today. The music in the Dome was solid. The music in the Dome was good. They played some Chief Keef. They played some better songs. They played some NOLA. Get up, get loud, start down. They played some good music. I got to give them the props. They must be listening.
Okay. Well, yeah, it didn't work in our favor, but appreciate them trying.
Didn't work. It was loud in there though, but I gotta say, everybody said all that already, but why didn't we take the 3 points on 4th and 1? Also on the TV, I was at the game, but on the TV, people saying it looked like he got it. But regardless, why are we not taking the points? And it's kind of like a double-edged sword because last year we were complaining about the field goals, but I feel like if you're playing a game like this where it's super 1936-ish football, just take your points. We'd be at least going to overtime, at least. Why aren't we taking the points there? And then I feel like, I'm gonna give him one, but Kubiak's play calling today was very uninspirational, and I feel like there's not enough people talking about how much Taysom plays a part into that. Okay, McCoy's out, yeah, you still got to do something. We really lose. It's like taking out the andouille fucking sausage in a gumbo when you take out Taysom. We're losing our secret ingredient. Right.
It is some andouille.
I mean, you take him out that's especially with Jamal Williams not doing much. He's pretty much your RB2 if you ask me. You take him out, it was uninspirational today.
No, it was. It was just a whole different identity of what we were used to seeing in the first 2 weeks of the offense. So I agree with that. But let me go, bro. I appreciate you calling. Who that?
Who that, bro?
All All right, I'm about to get out of here. I can already tell. I already know when I can feel the calls. Respectfully, I can just feel when it's dwindling down. Yeah, we had an hour and 30. I never go this long. I usually go an hour 20, an hour 15. We let everybody vent out right away, and then we move on. But anyway, hey, I got merch, htmsports.com/merch. I got Yam Live comfort colors shirts with no pocket, let your titty breathe. And then I also got the Red Bean League pocket shirts. htmsports.com/merch. Shout out to River Parish. Business stinks, but it's picking up. The whole entire show, we just been talking shit on the River Parish Trash Line. Blue Plate Mayo, baby. When you're in the grocery, make sure you grab Blue Plate. Stop buying other brand mayo. Stop forgetting. And you could use this. You could use this principle in life, not just with mayonnaise. Stop forgetting what you come from, because we so quick to do it, even with mayonnaise. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go grab this Duke's. Motherfucker, Duke's wasn't there for you in the 90s. They weren't. Just like whoever you needed to bring you a generator during a hurricane wasn't there because you didn't know Burkhardt. You couldn't call them. You couldn't see if you could work something out to where they could get one over there. Whatever the case was. So make sure you hit up Burkhardt 985-626-7741 or go to burkhartsad.com or acpromise.com when you're dealing with anything with air conditioning, heating, generators, electrical, motherfucker. You can't put your lights up in your house. Call Burkhardt and they'll come over. And then sub to Hold the Mayo on YouTube and HTM Live. Sub to that on Apple and Spotify. If you ever want to, send it to somebody. Hey, check this out in your truck. Listen to it, blah, 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 blah. HTM Live on Spotify and Apple. I got the links in the description. The Saints lose. We 2-1. I'm not hurt. I'm sure you can hear it. I'm not hurt. I'm kind of just getting through, right? Because eventually we were going to lose. I had predicted that the Saints were going to lose against the Eagles. Many times when people ask me about it, blah, blah, blah. I had predicted it. So I'm okay with this loss. It's definitely not the end of the world. Hey, there's some things that we need to be concerned about and shit like that. But, the McCoy injury, it's a groin injury. I don't see that being something that's going to keep him out too long. Hey, it could affect him all year. I don't know. But I think we'll bounce back from that. I think we'll bounce back from this. We get to play the Dirty Birds next week. The Saints always, and the Dirty Birds, if I'm going to give them any credit whatsoever, it's always a good game. So we'll be in that game. We'll have a chance. Just like we had a chance today. We had a chance to see, first thing I thought when the Eagles scored was, okay, Derek, let's go score. You got a minute left. Let's go score. Like, do you want me to be confident or do you want me to, I want to be confident. So if I see a minute and 10 seconds left and we got the ball and we down by 3, okay, let's go score. That's what I was thinking. So he'll get the chance again and we'll get to see it again. If he can go and score. It's going to happen again. So this was just the first sighting of it. We've been whooping everybody's ass, so we haven't really been able to see a dude under adversity. But we got to see it today, and we just didn't pull through. For whatever reason, blame it on the O-line. Blame it on the goose, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. We didn't pull through. So let's go. Let's go beat the Dirty Birds, and then we get to go play the Chiefs. And guess what? If we show out like we showed out the first 2 weeks, the Saints will be 4-1 with a victory over the Chiefs, the Cowgirls, and 2 division foes. So it's all good, bro. We'll be all right. Wasn't a division game. The Bucs lost. The Falcons play the Chiefs tonight, even though I do like the Falcons with the points. I got to be honest. But anyway. Hey, do me a favor. Before we get out of here, like the stream, show some love. And shout out to everybody in the chat that stayed with us the whole time. That was super dope. Shout out to everybody that sent the super chats and shit like that. I'll catch y'all next Sunday, next Lord's Day. Keep the faith, baby. Keep the faith. You got to. 3 weeks in. We still got a lot of work to do, so let's get working. Boy, these motherfuckers call all night if they could. Well, they can. I just won't be here.